Okay, just so you know, we've been here in the morning and all the council is here other than Councillor Sutherland, who is away, and Councillor Spicer is on Zoom, I believe. I think Pat will bring him up. So I understand that you're here to speak on the Basin Management Board, and if there's nothing else that Deepak wishes to say, I'll turn it over to you folks.
Well, we have to come out in camera.
Oh, right. Oh, I keep forgetting that, darn it.
So, resolved that as per section 152(4) of the Municipal Act, Council of the Municipality of St. Clements does now resume sitting a regular meeting.
Can I have a mover, please? Councillor Bazarovic, second, please. Councillor Strang. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none. Call the question. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay, now we'll pick it up and I'll turn it over to you folks to do your presentation.
Yeah, so basically the purpose of today's meeting today is, I don't know if you're all aware, but we received some funding from the provincial government for AIS prevention. So the money has to be spent on AIS prevention stuff anyway. So we've already updated our pressure washers, which were needed to get done. We're also looking at putting
No, it's public meeting.
we're also looking at putting so they're not pedestrian gates. They're gates to stop boats from being watched from the public access areas. So there's 5 of them on the maps that you can see them up there.
We have them on our computer.
Yeah, on my computer.
Yeah.
Okay. Because one of our concerns is the people launching boats from the public access areas, so we have no control over what's going in there. And just so you know, we stopped 3 boats from coming in this year that had live active zero mussels on them. So it is a big issue. We're so close to go to Lake Winnipeg. So Lake Winnipeg gets rough. People, they want to go ski or whatever, where it's nice at Ungull Lake, and we just have to catch them before they get into the lake.
Sorry, I caught, because of the sun, I caught 3 people just coming to the lake out of control zone, putting them, oh yeah, well, we washed it. No, that's not the way it works. And they just put it in because they have access to the lake. But so I caught, made them turn around and
So something to be aware of too is that, I know a lot of people are not aware of this, but if you're leaving a control zone, so Lake Winnipeg is a control zone, if you're leaving that zone, you're supposed to get decontaminated at Selkirk or
Provincial station.
provincial station before you enter any other body of water. Unfortunately, this is not being done, and that's why we're, obviously trying to protect this body of water. So what we want to do is put in gates, kind of look very similar to the Trans-Canada gate style that you'd see to stop cars from going through. So basically something very similar. It's still going to leave a 36-inch opening for wheelchairs for that kind of thing. So unfortunately, we won't be able to stop everything. We won't be able to stop every canoe. We won't be able to stop every paddleboard or whatever. But at least we'll stop the boats, because that's the biggest risk. Because they generally hold zero mussels in their wells or in the bottom of the boat. So what we're asking for is we've already had all these sections surveyed. So the gates will be on, they will not be on anybody else's property. So again, we're not trying to stop people from using the lake. That's not what we're trying to do here. We're just trying to protect the lake. So the people, so whoever, because public access is meant for obviously people to use the beach, and we're not gonna be stopping that. And the gates will be, they're not permanent, they're just like the Trans-Canada gates, they're on a hinge, they're locked. So if it need be, they need to be opened, the locks can come off and they can be opened.
Okay, I'm gonna open it up to see if council members have questions, and we'll see where we go. So I'll start, Council Belanger, go ahead.
Would your committee be willing to write the province's AI program or department to see if they'd be willing to put another permanent wash station between Selkirk and the lake? I mean, Selkirk is the only location, I know that. There's a lot of boat traffic on 59 to Cottage Country. If there was something between Selkirk and Gull Lake or Selkirk and Grand Marais on 59 Highway, it would be another alternative for people to go to decontaminate.
Correct, yeah, no, it would be,
We would want that.
it's a big issue, like, that it really should be on Highway 59, because then they would catch, everybody going,
Pine Falls, Olds.
That whole Cottage Country could be covered.
yeah,
And with the money that the government has now with this program and their commitment to the program, it might be worth writing a letter to them to say, this is our idea, what do you think? Because really, that station in Selkirk Park has been there for 20, 15 years.
yeah.
And it's busy, yeah, but it's not, I was there the other day and the guy's playing solitaire, there's nothing to do. On a thoroughfare, on a freeway, like 59, that's where it needs to be.
The one encouraging thing is they're actually starting to pay attention to it. They're actually starting to take it seriously, and even with the 3 incidents that we had at our lake, they did take it very seriously, and realize that they have a lot of work to do, not only with just that issue, like the not having an extra station, but also in the training of the like the park conservation workers in the park police also. So.
I think if your letter was crafted in a way to talk about the good work that Gull Lake's been doing, A, B, the expanded budget the program now has, and C, if they want this program to be successful, they need to give options to the public to go to. If you're just gonna have one wash station in Selkirk, Manitoba, in the park, sitting there, and we've got a thoroughfare going that way, if you want to offer the service, you have to be able to offer it. It has to be there. So that's.
Well, I agree.
Totally agree with you, and we talk to Candace Parks all the time, and she was happy that we just got those stop AIS signs. Took her 8 years to get those
Yeah,
on.
ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
But there really has been a shift though and focus on AIS. I mean, it's almost almost too late, not too late, never too late. But it is encouraging the focus everything on. It's definitely changed from a year ago.
It definitely has.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Councillor Strang.
I was just going to ask for clarification. So you have 5 public access. Do you have a wash station at each of those?
No.
No. So do you move around with the wash stations?
It's at the public boat launch on the North Shore.
On the north?
Yeah.
Alexander's, on the Alexander's
Yeah.
side.
Okay, something else, yeah.
No, it's,
Yeah.
I guess my question is, and I'm familiar with where the wash station is and everything like that, but, okay, so say somebody drove into Gull Lake, they can get right around the lake, I guess from the west side to go around to get to the dock, to get to the boat launch?
Yeah, so if you're, depending where you're, so if you're coming up Stead Road,
Right,
you could actually be better off to go to 12.
right, yeah,
And then
and that way.
it's right off
Okay, but you could get there either way and go around the lake either
Correct,
way?
yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, you still gotta go down
So
12.
just for everybody's information also, so we also, there's only really 2 major boat launches on Gull Lake, 3 actually, if you count the one rental, but, so there's the one at Alexander, and then there's a private individual that has a quite nice boat launch. But he's allowing us to control that for him, to make sure nobody gets in there. And then there's also one rental property in Arnold that also is working with us to
Yeah, I'm just looking at the maps that are up on the screen there, and it looks like those accesses to the lake are not all the same width, but your
No.
gates would be all the same width.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to show you an aerial view of it, but,
I can bring up an aerial view.
like, we're not gonna touch any of the trees.
No,
Yeah, we're not just,
yeah.
we're just using the natural,
Right,
areas that are there.
yeah,
I guess
We use,
The paths.
the gates will be constructed to fit the area they're going, so they're not always gonna be the same length, because where you're putting a gate might be the
Okay.
longer one, where you're putting
Actually-
another gate might be,
there's only one that needs to be larger, all the rest are small, or the same size.
okay.
But they're not going from property line to property line, is that
Yeah.
what you're asking? They're gonna be
in.
just so that people can't use the pathway down to the lake as a road.
As a road.
So 36 inches wide, each entrance, is that what it is?
Yeah. So, obviously, we want to accommodate for wheelchairs,
Yeah.
to be able to go down there, or like people carrying their
Did you
kids'
say
cars.
they
in the
will
way,
be
yeah.
locked? When will they be locked? You said there's gonna be a padlock. They won't be locked, will they?
Sorry, I should make, so it's always gonna be open in the middle.
Yeah.
Right.
They're locked at the hinges, because they're,
Oh, okay.
so if we ever, for whatever reason, we needed to
Get a truck down there.
truck down there, or whatever it is. we-
Emergency,
Emergency,
whatever.
could be done, right,
Okay.
yeah. And we're trying to make it as convenient for everybody, but it's still at the same time trying to prevent the being used as a launch.
Like we put rocks
Yeah.
in that, in one spot,
Well,
Yeah.
like boulders, and the same guy keeps moving them, and it's wide open.
Yeah, we've tried the rocks, and I go back there and I move them back into place and again, moved again, so.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a great idea, I think, yeah. Hope it helps.
Do you have any questions, Deepak?
Just as part of this, Kevin and I have been talking about it, and said, give us a map showing us the location. So what he's recommending is 5 gates, is what they're looking at, 5 pieces of property that the RM owns.
Right.
So several things. One, we looked at the costs associated with the gates, because they were looking at things similar to the gates that are being used by the Trans-Canada Trail systems. We talked with Dan last year, those are about $12,000 to $20,000 installed, but obviously it'd be a different price, but you need to know that, what kind of cost you're looking at, so just want to let you know that.
Like
Per gate,
12 grand per gate.
yeah.
Okay, so we might quotes considerably less, but
Then you may
Yeah.
want to go with someone else. You
yeah,
said that you wanted to look at those ones, that's the quote I was given.
yeah,
And so, obviously, we'd recommend going with at least 3 quotes, so that you get the best price. So especially if you're putting it on RM land. Number 2 on that is liability insurance, so these gates will have to have liability insurance, and that'll be on RM responsibility and as a cost
Right.
to the RM, so RM needs to know that. That'll be on an ongoing basis. It's not gonna be a lot, but we still have to have.
right.
There isn't any other concern other than if council wanted, obviously Kevin wants to move on this quickly because they have time limits on spending for the funds that they've
So they
received.
have March.
Yeah, and at the same point, there are, this is a very involved community, and so there might be a requirement to just do some sort of a notification as to what you're doing. Some cottagers might be supportive, some may not, and for council to be able to respond to that. So,
Yeah.
Did you talk to?
Well, I have support on, because the ones I thought would be iffy already, I prefer to support on them. Because there's 2 on there where people are, and again, I don't think they want to create too much trouble for council, but 2 of the accesses are being used as driveways, basically for people to get in. So yeah,
On RM land.
on our end,
Oh, yeah.
and it's
Happens all the time.
since 1930.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so without trying to open a can of worms, I already met with him, I said, are you okay if we put, and he's aware of the situation, I said, we just want to put the gate to the side further in, Again, we're just trying to stop folks from launching from the,
Will there be any signage put on the gates at all, too? Like if you're a new person and you come there and you see the gates or something and if there's sign, I think this is a good awareness for everybody. Like it's to know what the community's trying to do and
so
whatever.
we could, I mean, we have,
As the Gull Lake Society, whatever, we are trying to keep this lake,
Yeah.
blah, 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 you know what I mean, sort of thing. And just,
launches over there.
yeah, the
Because
boat launches
that's
on the
gonna
other
be-
side. It's just awareness, you know, and then it makes everybody want to be part of it to try and help, sort of thing.
Yeah, there's different perception, definitely for what Councillor Corbus is saying, that we need to provide proper signage, but I think notify not just the next door neighbors, but neighbors around that area,
right,
because people are seeing that as possibly losing access to something that they've been given as from RM property, because we've already had several incidents in that area where some people are saying, this is my private land, don't come using it. And then people will contact us and we'll tell them it's not private land, this is RM land and that kind of scenario.
no, I get it, I mean, obviously somebody's gonna complain, I mean, it's just the nature of
Yeah,
people, right? Yeah,
Okay, so
it's
what
just,
is it?
we're dealing with the same thing with the boat launch, people are saying, you know what, we own the boat launch, it's part of our rights and whatever, and we get it, we know, we understand, but we have, the reality is we're here to protect the lake, so.
exactly.
But it's not their boat launch. I guess we'll have to have a little bit further discussion, and do we need a little bit more detailed diagrams of where those gates are going to be, or what do you think?
I think generally if council's supportive of it, I think what council can discuss a little further, Kevin, and then they'll pass
Yeah.
resolution to you right away.
Okay.
I think to accommodate this, and then the administration will work with you to get something going and resolved as quickly as possible. I think there's some sort of a flyer or even a communication through the Gull Lake Ratepayers Association or something that this is happening, like just alleviate some of those, because people are gonna come and then it's, we just don't wanna avoid this.
Like,
right.
the only people are the trailer park people in their homes down there. That's the ones who give us a hard time.
Sorry?
Back down.
The trailer park people,
The ones that.
that's the ones who generally, there's a couple people in there that are,
Oh, the other thing too.
Yeah, and I suspect those are, and you know, we'll deal with whatever is necessary, I just need to be able to give them.
we can.
But we're also gonna open the gates for the winter for,
Ice
Snowmobiles?
for snowmobile and ice shacks. Yeah, so that's a good thing to, that's why I forgot to mention that.
We can send out an email, we can post it on our Facebook pages.
We did mention it at our
Bulletin
AGM.
We did mention at our AGM that that's what we were gonna do, and there was no
Mhm.
kickback or anything. Like, most of the people on the lake who own property want zero buses.
Exactly.
And so, I mean, you'd be crazy not to agree with it.
That's right.
I would agree, like, I don't think it's an issue, it's just that I want to make sure the administrative message responding to residents is the same message that's going out together.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay,
And I just, as long as we're all aware, we have a deadline. We don't want to miss out on.
so I can have some email drafted up.
Sure, and I could have Marissa work with you, do a proper communication with it
Sure.
if you like.
Yeah.
And if they could provide to administration or to our girls here or whoever, just an air photo of a map with location of each gate, so we can, the RM can see on an air photo where the map.
Marissa could help
Yeah.
provide that map for you, because we'll have a very good map.
And we could put it on our website too.
Yeah, and we'll put the same message on our website, so it just
Yeah.
reinforces the message that we're in support with the Gull Lake Basin Management Group, and this is something to control zebra mussels and all that. All the right reason why this is all happening, because whenever anything happens on public property, everybody in there wants to know why.
Yeah. I have one more question, Joe. You said that there's one gentleman that just is adamant of going down one of these lanes. Is he one of the residents on this side, or is he from the North Shore?
That's Turner, so he'd be
He's on the,
South Shore.
our side,
And then,
It's not John,
then
but on
there's
the.
a trailer park guy
yeah.
who, I don't know, call the RCMP on, because he just uses the kids, but he causes trouble too. But he's Alexander.
Okay, I think we have enough information, so we'll have to have a little bit more discussion, and I think you're looking probably at something very favorable, so, hopefully all will work out, and as Deepak mentioned, Marissa can help you get some wording and get everything out, and we'll have it on our website.
Design the maps and so
Yeah,
forth.
yeah,
whatever you
so,
know.
so Deepak will be in touch in, I don't know, next week or so,
Or before this week is over.
or before this week is over, see?
Sure.
Yeah, I can come back out if you want, she wants to do it or whatever.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
Or over Teams or.
I think you'd be able to do it electronically with each other. If not, I'm sure we'll work something out. I think you're sticking around to work with Shannon this morning, or this afternoon.
I don't know, I didn't know, like, I didn't know.
They told me you were coming here, and I said, well, take advantage of that time while you two are here.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
we carpooled, so I'm,
yeah, I felt that would be a good opportunity for
For
you
sure, yeah.
to work through some of the financial stuff so that we could have the meeting about the finances as that second phase. Kevin and I talked about getting this in front of council as quickly as possible, get a resolution to council to give you the support, which will also have, the resolution will also need the, to give you the insurance coverage, liability insurance, because that's not something you had anticipated, I'm assuming.
no, I just,
Are you trying just for the gates or for everything?
Well, if anything happens on that property and the gates are to blame as an
Yes, yes,
example,
okay, for
you
that.
have to have liability insurance as an
Yeah.
example. You say, we're gonna open it up for snowmobiles. And for some reason, it didn't get opened up in time, like you had a quick snowfall, somebody's riding their snowmobile by, hits it, doesn't realize
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
there. Who's liable? We don't want the Gull Lake Basin Management Group liable for these gates that have been put on the property. The RM only has that type of insurance.
But when you say that, that brings another thought into my mind. For the winter, when the ice is, like when the lake is frozen, you wouldn't have the gates
No,
closed,
they're
then, would
removed.
you?
No.
They would be
No,
open,
No,
yeah.
they plan to open them,
Yeah,
but it's a
okay.
timing issue, right?
Right,
That'll be one of the concerns, because I know a lot of people use, for sure, 2 of those for
snowmobile,
snowmobiling, so,
yeah,
again, we're trying to rock the boat the least amount possible.
right.
But the gates are always open, just in the winter they'll be open
wide
wide.
open.
That's it.
Correct, yes.
Yeah. Okay, I think we have everything that we need, so thank you very much for coming in and all the information that you've provided, and you'll hear from Deepak in the next little bit.
No other
I think I'm
questions
hearing the
on
council's
any-
I don't
positive
think
for it,
so.
start moving forward.
Any other questions,
No.
council?
No.
No, I think
So,
we're good.
do I just text Shannon or?
Yeah, just text Shannon you're here, and so they mentioned that, just like you and Deepak talked about, we were gonna get together.
Get that email sent.
And you can go-
And if you spend 5 minutes, I just thought since you're here, you might as well touch base.
Yeah, I brought,
They could go to the
I
French
brought all
and
the
the girls
stuff.
to call Shannon, and Shannon could come and meet them and bring
Yeah.
them down.
yeah, like I brought all the books from 2023.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to get oh wait, Scott's got a hand up.
Oh, go ahead, Councillor Spicer.
So this is a question for administration. So these are RM-owned lands. Are they actually open road allowances by bylaw?
I don't think those are road allowances, they're just public reserves or
Streets.
for burying purposes and so forth. I don't think these are actual roads.
Can you,
Okay,
One is, you said, one is kind of a road allowance, right? One is, and the
Well,
rest
2 of them are being used as road allowances, but
Oh,
they're
okay,
not,
that's
but they're
right.
not road allowances.
No, they're
So
not.
if you look at the very wide one, if you look on the,
This one here, off of
there's one that's
One
super
I
wide.
Eli Ellis, right here,
I think so.
this one.
Either that or it's down by Bass.
Yeah, that one is definitely being used as a road allowance.
Can you
And
see
then-
this, Counselor? Oh, I'm gonna bring it up, here you
yeah, yeah.
go, there you go.
Heck, you could put a cottage on that one.
Oh, yeah, It's bigger than what cottage was. And the survey stakes go right from the cottage line to the, like, the cottage building to the other cottage building. Like, it's, yeah.
So that's a big one there.
And then on Arnold, I can't remember.
John?
Bass, 172, I think,
Yeah.
Bass, Dr. Bass.
Right here?
There's one where the, use
Maybe
it as
one
a road
right
to
in
get
front of it,
it
yeah,
out.
I think there's, yeah.
Yeah, right here off of Arnold.
That-
So it's not, it's RM land, but it's not a road. So
Right.
that's the right of way. So to answer your question, Counselor, it's not a right of way, but it's definitely there as RM land.
And that was
I'll have to double check to see if they are. I see what Counselor Spicer's getting at. If they're public right of ways, then we have to look at whether we can block public right of ways in the same fashion. Whether we have to pass some bylaws or not.
Well, and the other side is yes, technically, are we really blocking them?
Pardon?
Are we really blocking them? They're still gonna be open for certain access.
Right.
Yes, yeah,
So that's another part of that discussion.
yes. And another one is off of Sherwood over here, and another one is,
Those ones there aren't
The
accessible.
one on Sherwood is completely wooded in, there's no,
okay.
you'd have to go into the chainsaw.
Okay,
There-
so
That one there is full trees.
This one too, full of
Yeah.
trees.
I used to live there. I'm sure.
so both of those off of Sherwood are full of trees, like not accessible?
They're not
They're not
accessible.
I
accessible.
wonder if we should just sell it.
Hey, they put some pretty good money right
Or
now.
put a boat launch in there, we can have our own.
No.
Come on, Jen.
All right, well, thank you, everybody. for
Thank you
your
very
time.
much for coming in today, yes,
Thanks.
take care.
Yeah, yeah.
My office? Okay. Don't look at anything on there.
They're not gonna make heads or cents, tails and anyway.
It's like my desk here now.
And why I was asking about that, about the wash stations, because I thought from that provincial announcement that they were giving out more.
They have to create more, yeah.
One should be in Scanaberry, just before
Yes,
Scanaberry.
yes.
That would be a perfect
Yeah.
place.
Right up that thoroughfare, right
Yeah,
there.
right there.
Yeah.
Well, they should have one where they had, on 59, like, they should have, as people are leaving Winnipeg.
They need
Well,
one
you
at
know
Esso,
what, even
Fiddler's
three
Esso.
17 corner would be good, going
Yeah.
around the body.
Yeah.
That would probably be your
That
best.
would
But you gotta think,
Probably
a lot of
the
people are already heading out of Winnipeg going 44 too.
But, yeah,
So
but
somewhere-
that's over there.
Madam Mayor, shall we go back into in camera? I think that's the
I
only
think
delegation we have.
Yes, I believe that's where we need to go
So,
again, so.
can we pass a resolution on this?
We can
Yeah, that would be. a
discuss it
good
further in
idea.
camera, yes.
Yeah, we'll discuss it a little bit further.
Actually,
So resolve, council recess the regular meeting and go into in camera to discuss legal and personnel issues, and further be a resolve that all matters discussed are to remain confidential as per section 83, 1D of the municipal act.
Can I have a mover, please? Councilor Porter moves, Councilor Bazar seconds, all in favor, opposed, carried.